successful trading.
Our traders in our Discord room are recording 10 baggers week in and week out. Our one-on-one coaching featuring flow algo, technical analysis, position sizing, and risk management.
While we learn to trade options as a beginner.
Hello, welcome to successfultradings.com subscribers. Okay, so this video here is going to be a little bit different because on the right hand side I'm showing you the alerts, the triggers that we received on Friday, right? So you also already should have possession of that by the time that you're accessing your video on here. And then on the left hand side I'm showing where the market is, folks. So instead of me going stock by stock here and telling you, this is exactly how I see that anything that whole analysis could be thrown on away on the first in pre-market on Monday, because look at the pattern on here on SPY. What's transpiring? We SPY came below moving average, that yellow line that you saw, and that green line that you saw, and even the middle white line that you saw. So my friend, if we gap down on Monday, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So in that case, then if I'm here doing an analysis, if the price is above this, none of it could be valid or anything. I'm still going to do that for some of them, right? So, but I want to make this video brief. Here's what's going to be happening. We have a chat room now for you subscribers. So on there, I think you were witness of that. Some of you may have witnessed that on Friday, where I was very active in there. Actually, I believe anybody who wanted could have traded SPY and made money on Friday. As it was happening, I was telling you which that I was looking at, and it transpired that way. We missed the opportunity on Thursday, mostly because there's so many things going on, right? So many stuff that's going on. That's one of the dangers of having so many triggers, because hey, you can be absorbed with managing closing positions. And again, it's about managing positions, really. If you do not have time to manage the position, I think the method, we've talked about them in one-on-one coaching, meaning you cannot open a position on Monday or Tuesday and then wait until Thursday to wonder what's happening with that position. If you are not there, you hedge that position and you sleep tight. The beauty or the advantage or the value, if you will, of these alerts is that we are fairly confident there's a very high degree of probability they're going to be a strong move. Okay. Now, the market conditions are going to affect the direction of that move, obviously. If the entire market is tanking, guess what? If the setup was to be bullish or anything, no matter what the stock, how strong it is, it will go the other direction. Hence, for us, by planning accordingly, we find ourselves, hey, the hedge actually could be paying you more than the right thing. But that's part of position management. So if you are not doing that, then your results will not be similar to other people's results. We need to be mindful of that. And I think it's only fair, really. This is trading. This is, if it's investing, I buy and I sit down and wait for 3 months time. In that way, we don't worry about it. No, we're trading weekly options, folks. Yeah. Weekly options that can be very rewarding, but with weekly options that need to be management. If that doesn't fit your style, that's fine. Absolutely, you have to leave it up. You have to not trade like that because it doesn't fit your style. It may not be for everybody. I fully respect that. So that said, we have a long list of 14. Geez, I had to stop. Yeah, I think hopefully I put everything, because if I didn't put everything like I did, there are stocks on the wall for me. I'm going to be telling you that, that will not be, I don't want that to be a Walmart of last week, because last week, Walmart absolutely, that was unwinnable, almost. We saved the trade at the very end of the last 2 days, but it was one of those frustrating wins that was just going sideways. So I'm going to point out if I see anything like that on here. So from the get-go, Amgen, though it's an is a biopharma stock or anything, Amgen is a stock that can be doing that type of sideways action. But it's also a stock that, hey, we come in the next day and it just popped off. Trust me, I've had that. I've been trading these things for the longest of time. Where for me, the one that I will dismiss, like, geez, what is that alert coming in or anything? Really? That's one? No, it will pop. Yeah. So, but I don't know. So hence, I have to live up with that. The other one that tends to somehow do that is Lululemon. Lululemon, they had earning recently. They were trading at 300 something. Yeah. So, but the fact that it's after earning, so that could generate more movement that we usually expect to. Again, guys, I do not know where the market is going, so it's very rubbish of me to be telling you that I think that because there are people who do that, and my subscription alerts are not about that. So if that's the case, then I'm not a good fit for you to be able to tell you that I'm absolutely certain because the economy nothing. I don't trade on headlines. I don't trade on news. The chart will be indicating to us what to do. I mean, did you check SPY on Thursday and Friday, folks? This is what this is about. You swing trade SPY or whatever here. The way that we closed here was a bearish close, right? So we know what happened, how to set up this. So this, for me, I'm saying that really getting this gap up was doable. Okay, if you have doubts onto that, then we need to talk. Let's set up a call, and then this one. I mean, people how will you buy this candle? Will be the candle that buy in the puts. That should be clear to everyone. Actually, no, not this one. My bad. The rejection at this. We've talked several times. They do that all the time. I'm gonna show you again on the next day. So we're doing sideways. This is why we don't trade the market open. It's okay to be feeling chilly for the first 45 minutes. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, because those you go read the trade in the subscription room on Friday. What's happened? It's okay to sit some sideways. Yeah, but we know when the market gap down rather, or gap up here, it's perfect for day traders and swing trader or scalping or whatever. This one never had a single doubt throughout the whole trade that puts we're going to pay you here. And the destination, I mean, at some point here, some of you, and you knew it was going to 300. This one, yeah, we clearly called that out on Friday. So a lot of people benefit on that. But you see here, below VWAP, bullish, but then they come and retest. So you wait, you below VWAP, okay, you get your order ready. And for you're expecting that, okay, it's going to get cheaper compared to here. So that's 15-minute wait, and then you go about that. Upon closing, waiting for this candle to close, or getting in here a rejection because 15 minutes there, you're trading that. A trader did this, executed this beautifully on Friday, live with everybody. She shared every single time. I'm up 40%. Okay, instead of me talking, because not everybody was on the. I would love to get your opinion, some of your opinion on today. Not everybody was in the trading room. So what am I talking about? So I'm talking about this. Okay. So where were we? Sorry that the video is starting like this. I'm going to do technical analysis. I guarantee you. But I'm trying to make a point here, folks, and to spare all of us some disagreement down the road that are already setting. Okay, so Mr. Jack started us. This is 40 minutes, guys. 40 minutes after the beginning of the session, because nothing has happened. Why has nothing happened? Because SPY 15 minutes, 13, 15, that's 30. The first candle, the second candle is opposite of the second one, so we are waiting. What to do? So you can follow this, right? My answer to him, because I was like, okay, it's Friday, so it's okay if we don't trade. If it's okay but we don't trade, but the trade setup. Sorry. Where is that? Where's that? No, that's so we won the 12. Jesus, we won the 12. Okay, so this is no. I got lost there a bit. Sorry about that. So this is the 11. Okay, this is the 12. So Mr. Jack asked, nothing. It's okay. Nothing said that we must trade every day. And then we had a setup at 7:15. We had a setup coming in. While I'm just talking about this, 15 minutes later, this trader is already up 40%. And she pursued. 6 minutes later, she's up 80%. You want it to continue? The next minute, she's already taking profit because it's Friday. She's using Friday expiration, up 150%. And it continues until 450%, folks. Yeah, this trader, she had not one, two 10 baggers this week. Yeah, you can find that under the 10 bagger one. And then a 450. Those were her high one, because I'm sure she had other trades that's some that worked, but some that generated profit as well, some that didn't work, and some that generated profit as well. But these were her main highlights. I mean, I can't wait to interview her. She's going to be our trader of the month of June already. Yeah, trust me, I could tell after the first one. And this person had her first one-on-one coaching last Sunday, very early for me. It was 7 a.m. Trust me, I remember. But you know how many she had? She had 3 coaching sessions since then that she scheduled. It was her request, not mine. Trust me. I never pushed anybody into coaching session, and she just went on and on to absorb the knowledge. And her results, they're just, yeah. So if she can do that, I believe we all have the potential to make our mark consistently, picking up skills that we may not have. Some of you may not have skills, and you're recognizing that. You are going through the training to absorb new knowledge and anything. And I will be encouraging everyone to who take that step. So where does that bring us? Let's take a look here at the list very quickly, because I have spoken a lot. So let's go, and so here are trade alerts. I'm gonna put them on the side on the other screen so that I can see here. So Coupa B1 square, Coupa B1 square, target. We talked about Lululemon and lows. Really, they are the one that I'm going to focus on. Not that the others do not matter, but let's quickly go through those, because they are with that rare signal that's very powerful. Remember, so I always with that 2 type of signal. So that signal that's very powerful. So let's start with let's do about here. Let's start with Coupa software. So Coupa software we are currently looking at is weekly. This is it here. This is it here. To not get lost, Alex. So this is the weekly chart of Coupa software. The first thing that for me I'm seeing here, hey, you see the size of the candle? Over 20 points move in average. Okay, so if we want to look at some we want to look at the average true range for Coupa. This is something we've talked about this, right? So it's the same thing on $12 per day average move. Okay, so if this stock's gonna move like that, hey, here from a technical point of view, okay, we are 224 is VWAP, and we are 224. Okay, fantastic. So hence, for me, I can allow ourselves that, okay, if it's going to be moving $20 or more in a week, that's the size of this candle. That's why I'm taking $20, right? Look at all of them. It's okay if I miss the first 5 or whatever points, but I want to be sure of the direction. Yeah, the direction this week, we cannot tell what it is right now. So can we say that we can be bullish here after 5 points up? Yeah, because 5 points off is 230, and this thing could still be flying above. And you use a strike that's according to, let's say, the ATR or the average move of that week or something. So if it's 20 points, using a strike that's current price plus or minus $25, $30, because obviously, you know, the market makers, they know also. So the 20 points will be expensive, but 25 will be something affordable that will still make money. So, and obviously, being bearish on here, I mean, anything 5 points below 220, 215. But that is a dynamic thing, right? Meaning that I do not just set it up. If you want to set it up from the get-go, just because you want to be in that trade, that actually how it works, folks. I kid you not. Numerous number of times. You want me to give you an example? NVDA last week, or the week before that. Yeah. You put yourself, you just buy that strangle. You walk away, you will have come, not technically, because actually NVIDIA last week, you won big over 1,010 bagger on puts up to Wednesday, but since the market tanked on Thursday, and yeah, on Thursday we tanked. We again on Friday, but we gapped up a little bit between Thursday and Friday. You will have had to manage it, yes, meaning you will have had to go figure out that, hey, your call side were winning, but then after that, your pull side won. I see that on half done. Please take the time to study. It's not me saying it. You have the list of alerts. Go and spend the time. Again, it's that thing. Spending the time studying. Most of these alerts, they tend to win on both sides. 2 weeks ago was Wells Fargo, where I explained in one of the videos. Yeah, my put went over 1,000%, and then because it was outside of the upper Bollinger, was overstretched. It has shown me 2 consecutive days that the resistance was at 28. I bought puts from there. This past, was it Thursday or Friday? Same thing happened. Same thing happened between Wednesday and Thursday. We had, some of us, we were trading that. A lot of people traded that, the financial, right? Wells Fargo puts, they pay greatly. 10 baggers, you saw people post that on there. And for me, upon identifying that, because you're looking at the chart technical analysis, take some calls from 27 something that thing went to 28. Those calls they pay. Yeah. So if you're actively trading, this market gives you numerous opportunities. So yeah, if you want to, let's say, strangle something, I think actually it is more effective than saying that, oh, I'm just taking the trade because we did the analysis over the weekend and it was turning that. So no, the market will have an impact. The overall stand of the market will have an impact on what's going on. So yeah, the range here is 20 points. See, this thing moves a lot. It's 20 points per week. Now, where do we start on Monday? Trust me, it could be a wild thing. It could be a wild thing because we saw SPY, right? SPY right now, we are at the risk. Look where we are. Look where we were in February. Okay? This is what was happening. I mean, this is big, going from 322 after FOMC, 323 actually on that Tuesday before FOMC on Wednesday, and then we hit. I hope everybody saw that 298 below 300, but 300 has been such a big resistance over the past. Okay, so we know that if they won't, they will just gap us down big time away from 300 on Monday, and that we will know. We could go Monday morning quarterback and say, oh, so this is where those guys, they decide to do the same thing. And if that's the case, I'm just looking for the action. I can't wait for us to be in pre-market on Monday, because it's going to be a telltale sign. I don't care if, let's say, we gap up again and let's say we are below 310. That gap up doesn't mean anything, because this gap up here on Friday to 308, it had no confidence or whatsoever. This from here to here, right? It wasn't anything. All in all, it took it 15 minutes to declare a direction to us, and you know how we traded that in the room. So be mindful with the alert. They're gonna generate profit on them, because the question will be, oh, does that mean the alert do not work when the market's bearish? Who said that? You make money on puts just as you made money on call, regardless of the market bearish or bullish. So that's Coupa. Let's say, who else do we have next? Oh, we're talking about B1. Oh yeah, B1. This one. Wow. After this big candle on here, you see what's happening? It's as if it's retracing back. So it's sold off. I mean, sold off 144 compared to 163. What is it? That's 163. That was. So from here, what do we expect? Oh boy. It's anybody guess, but we know for sure that let's look at this the weekly, because this on the daily has just, after that big candle, has just been doing whatever. Wow, yeah. If you believe in the theory of upper Bollinger, you made great money, right? You showed it at the upper Bollinger on the weekly here 163. You finished the week, so in a matter of 3 days. You were able to get almost 20 points. That's not bad, folks. That's not bad at all. So here's another volatile stock. Don't be afraid to use out of the money strike. So in our case on here, we will really be watching this. And it's okay, folks. We said you can wait for the stock to set up exactly a good entry. Hence, Monday, there's no rush. Unless something is big is happening in pre-market across the board, you can wait Monday, Tuesday, and still trade weekly calls. Absolutely. Weekly calls, weekly options, rather. Weekly calls. let's slip on there. So for me here, I'm going to be having B1 on the radar, because this setup here, it's bound to materialize. They can get this thing to run 20 pound this way or 20 pound this way, or even more. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So who else? Square is another stock. Okay, so Square is another stock that for it's a signal. Now I shared with that, right? My good friend from Brampton, Canada, he brought all this to up on was it Thursday? That he was making a move up, but all of a sudden the market conditions were not that good. Stock can try to move, but if the market conditions are against them, that move will not happen. So some of us, a lot of us who were bullish on here, those positions, they did not pay. They did not. They did not. Well, they paid briefly. They paid briefly on Wednesday. So the hedge then is the one that really paid on Friday, right? 84.25. So from 92, that's in 3 days. That tells you the violence of the move. So here it hit support, right? From an analysis periphery, it hit support at exponential moving average 20, the green line, or 84 something. So let's see now, can it find its way back? That's definitely possible. The market condition permitting, this thing could be poised to make a big run. So we also know that there was a print, right? So use your prints as well. That's the value of flow algo, because people are still asking me this question. Oh, should I get flow algo or anything? I mean, flow algo, regardless, I don't care who or Telex alert out or whomever alert. Flow algo is big institution moving money. So meaning when they're interested in something, they can get it to anything. After this video, or most likely in the evening, because I have a coaching one-on-one session right after this, I'm going to be making a video on Facebook. I think I mentioned it on with everybody now, because I want to make sure I'm mentioning everybody. That's why somebody doesn't tell me that, oh, I didn't see that trade, you didn't alert on that trade or anything. I will be alerting on trades that are available as on alert, or just trade that the setup from a technical point of view, like SPY on Friday, it wasn't an alert, but I alerted everybody onto that. So expect that. That's in that subscriber chat room that we have as of now. So yeah, Square here is in the middle of nowhere. It has to give us something over the next week, the next 5 days, absolutely. So, but again, we're gonna be patient with it and see the setup. So 2 consecutive close below the exponential moving average 8. That's bearish. So it bounce area of support. So as long as it's doing this sideways on there, we don't do anything. We don't do anything. We will be bullish really. A clear move positively above 90 to be able, that's we are confident of the move. And then if it drops below 84, then we know that we're bearish. I mean, that thing 80. So right now, from a trading point of view, if you ask, hey, I think 6 points up and down, so hence if you want to be in a trade that you don't have to sweat anything, is assuming it open exactly at the same price. I hope I'm wrong, but anything. So the idea, okay, you strangle Square 6 points up, that's 92 calls, and 80 puts. They're about, because 80, because that's really where the support is. But I mean, guys, if you do that, the strangle thing, just that, doing that on a Monday already is almost like you are giving up that, okay, analyzing which that happened. Because if which that happened comes to friction, it's going to give you a clear direction. That's what I'm saying. Just so that we understand each other. So now don't tell me that, oh, now he's saying that do strangle on everything. I don't do strangle on anything. If I'm doing a day trade, I know the direction. SPY, there wasn't any strangle. We just said this is the direction. 2 weeks ago, I think I made a similar thing on MU, where there was a nice setup. The market conditions were good. We made money. Plenty of people, traders, made money on the call side. All right. So Square, what's next on here? Targets has been there for, yeah, it is one of those that happened in the middle of the week. So I remember talking to one trader who actually told me during the technical analysis that for their analysis it was bearish. I hope they took the trade, because from 120 to 115, that was a sweet trade in just 2 days. I hope so. It was in the past week one that we alerted. So now is 115 support. So let's see what happened, because if 115 not support, my friend, we have room to 110 on here. So again, these are bearish close, guys. There is no way for me to sugarcoat it. The market closed bearishly the last 2 days. Let's put that in our mind. If the market plays bearishly, so what? The clear direction is put. Now these guys, the market makers, they play game of the type. Let's see what game they play, because after Thursday, everybody will have said, oh, Friday is going to be a bloodbath. Yeah, it was a bloodbath, but a disguised bloodbath, because they gap it up from 300 to 308. So if you are nimble as a trader, you can benefit with this market movement. So target on here, it looks bearish because this trend, last time that it was here, it bounced, right? It bounced to 115 and went that way. So let's see if it can bounce as well. Below both exponential moving average 8 and 20, make that bearish or the get-go until that changes, and it can change at any time. Who else is here? Lows. Lows is one that I don't trade that often, so this alert is really, really rare. So let's see here. The alert being rare, I notice that I'm making the point. I'm not forgetting, folks. I'm not giving you the percentage of time that, oh, this is bearish, or because given that the market condition are uncertain, I don't want that to be preoccupying our mind to say that, oh, Telex said that the percentage. No, Telex says that these are rare events. Something that happens twice in a year, the market condition will influence more than what the statistics say on those 2 sample points. So lows, in this case, yeah, it alerted on the 9th. So again, so we are below the exponential moving average 8, and then we have supports at the 124, the exponential moving average 20 on here. So this has been a nice climb recently. So it could be a reset just similar to this, because we have done that before and we bounced off of this, we went back. So the market, again, I'm not saying that, hey, I'm certain. No, I do not know what the market's going to do this Monday. But when the market does whatever it wants to do on Monday, it's going to give us a good picture on how to trade for the rest of the week. So let the market show something is the main takeaway on here. So yeah, you see these bounce, it's capable of bouncing from here. In that case, how can we play that? The 130, so going back to this high value is the way. If now we start well below 124, I think the round number here, there's this gap, right? So, whoa, boy, we can go to 116 easily. So 116 and 130 is the range for which one was that? Lows. So those are the rare high print. We didn't talk about Lulu to say that Lulu just had an ER, and that's one. This signal I've traded I think once before, and but now this is really past the ER. So getting past the ER here, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't see. I'm hoping that I'm wrong into neglecting this one, but there should not be a sideways action on here. From here, this stock has to pick a direction really, and we can trade that direction, whatever. Though it may head fake to come back to here, so we don't trade it. Let's say until it's above, clearly above bullishly, meaning above 312. That's they represent the yellow line right now, right? No, the yellow line is 308.41. So 310. It's a bullish action on the anything before that could be a big head fake, and so this one has gone up a lot, folks, a lot. If you see recent momentum on here, so in March it resisted, right, but it wasn't immune to which that we went through in March, and the stock that moved this highest, I'm gonna be pointing out some. If let's say the market wants to do what it did in February, then that's going to give a place and back, because this stock, if it loses this support at 292, oh boy, yeah, I'm willing even to buy puts for 2 weeks out to try to see, do we come back, how fast we come back here. Yes, so I'm actually going to create an alert, so let me do that right now. So that's why when it triggers, so let's create this alert to say I want, if not I want, if when the market does whatever. So if we are below 290, if it triggers in pre-market, I will let you know in the show. So if we are below 290, oops, we need that 0. Thank you very much. Oh, come on, let's do this. Finish this. So if we are below 290, okay, so for me, buy to open, because to me that's gonna be a sign that hey, really, because there's little resistance, there's some resistance here, there's a support rather at 260, 280. Yeah, it's going to be the first thing, but for me, I will be willing to say 2 weeks. So this coming week is let me look at the dates on my calendar. So July So we have June 26, and then we have June 19 is the coming one, and June 26. So yeah, I will make it June 26. I want to go all the way to the lower Bollinger. You don't have to do that, folks, but that's what I will be doing. All right, so that's an alert there that's easy to create, and let's see what happens after that one. All right, so those are the rare, and 6 of them, my friend, because the questions come. I know some of you, though, you have a small account. So in a small account, I have question in my coaching session. Hey, how many positions can I? The smallest amount of position you have, the better, because managing several positions is a lot, and also it takes away from the winners, right? If I have a winner, I want to scale, put more money into it, because the winner at 300 has potential to go 500 and so forth. So that's a better strategy than taking a position number n plus 1 and so forth, just for the sake of having positions. Let's see, what was the last one? I want to highlight something on the list on here. BA, obviously, I mean, all of us, we know how BA behaves, right? So BA right now, it's anybody guess. So free FCX, our favorite tiny $10 stock is above $10 now, by the way. So they had the print. So we just play according to those prints. So you have flow and go. You know the print. I didn't trade this last week. I didn't know if I was really patient with that. Swilo, it's another case, has been there for a while, 191. So it was rejected at 200. So right now it's in flux. So its situation is fluid, complicated in the world. And then we have our standard stuff, right? So let's Autodesk ADSK. Yes, that one, another one that was rejected higher. And then we have, for me, I consider these 3 the standard, right? So meaning, you notice patterns, guys, how many times these things come in. Western Digital should be like your bread and butter stock to trade right now, because some of you have made money not once, not twice. After you made money once, twice on a stock, you had to learn. You would have had to learn something on it. It wasn't random or anything. So when we see Western Digital on here, Macron on here, Advanced, Macron and AMD, those are the stocks that for us we trade in and out. You can day trade. AMD, for me, that's my favorite out of the 3 here at the bottom, because I can day trade in the same day. I day trade it up, down, and I have no shame whatsoever about it. At the end of the day, I take my money and say, okay, thank you, AMD. We'll see you next time. So this setup here, as usual, 52. Are they going to be hitting 50? Yes. So AMD is your perfect candidate if you want to struggle with stock. But my friend, just be ready that, hey, if you are not able to manage it on a daily basis, don't do that, because on a daily basis, it will go. Remember, one of the person on this Discord channel, they came to the Discord channel because they were looking for people who trade AMD, and the technique that he uses is Bollinger to Bollinger. Yes. So expect, if the market is confirming anything it did last week, expect a lot of action from Bollinger to Bollinger from AMD. So, folks, that's really it. I'm sorry that it took 32 minutes. I had to make some clarification at the very beginning. We will be in the chat for the subscribers, and just like we did Thursday and Friday, we will be guiding you on this setup and any other setup in the market that are profitable. That's the end game, right? Thank you. Enjoy your weekend, and we will catch you in pre-markets on tweets on Monday, God willing. Thanks. Bye-bye.